Isn't that just so interesting? Now we're going to get into the first segment of the interviews. How do you view yourself, and what do you think are your best traits?
How do I view myself? How do you view me? I know, babe. I'm pretty sexy. But looks aren't everything, so I've got a pretty great personality, too. The whole package, you know?
I'm a pretty protective person, and I always protect my family and friends. This one time at a Capular party, I said to my uncle, "Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that come hither in spite." Because I had seen Romeo, it fits when such a villain is a guest. I would not endure him. But back to the question, I think my best trait is the most obvious.
My best traits would be putting on makeup and helping little Juliet with her clothes and hair.
I view myself as a positive young lady. I stand up for my beliefs and am practically a woman now. I am a hopeless romantic. Another one of my best traits is I would change anything for the one I love. O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. And if thou be not sworn by my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
I hate myself. Rosalind just brings out the best in me, and if I can't be with Rosalind, then I don't know what I'd do with myself. just really sensitive and emotional individual, and that brings out my honesty and sensitivity.
What is your idea of a perfect date?
My idea of a perfect first date? Well, being the gentleman that I am, I always ask the father's permission first. "Now, my lord, what say you to my suit?" And after the father says yes, which he always does, of course, then I woo the lady with my manly charms. The rest of the date really doesn't matter.
My idea of a perfect date is taking my baby cakes to the gym and pumping some iron.
A nice walk in the park through the snow during winter, but no one usually comes with me.
I have an open heart, anything with a romantic, charming man, and a romantic evening under the stars.
I really enjoy scaring women from below their balconies. I really enjoy just being so romantically spontaneous so they can hear nothing but my voice from below just flow like butter into their ears. One time, I had a dream about me and Rosalind. Rosalind's cheeks were so gorgeous.
What are your likes?
Well, I like myself, for one. But women are pretty good, too.
Well, you know, I like a pretty decent brawl. A brawl that makes my flesh tremble in their different greetings.
I like to play and talk with little birdies, and I like to tell stories. The day before, I remember, she broke her brow, and then my husband, and God be with his soul, he was a merry man. He took up the child. Ye quoth, he dost thou fall upon thy face? Thou wilt fall backwards when thou hast more wit, wilt thou not, Jewel? And by the holiday, my pretty wretch, I left crying and said, I, to see now how a jest shall come about. I warrant, and I should live 1,000 years, I never should forget, it will not thy quoth, and pretty fool, it stinted, and said I.
Butterflies, flowers, yellow, red, unicorns, babies, bears, children.
I really like the way Rosalind laughs. And I mean, she's just so caring. I mean, one time, her cat had a stroke, and she knit him a sweater, and he didn't even ask. I mean, I really like comparing women to lightness and darkness, and just the way Rosalind's eyes twinkle in the moonlight, and how she's so much more beautiful than the sun. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. Rosalind is the sun.
What are your dislikes?
Well, for one, I dislike ugly people. But then again, I don't really acquaint myself with them. I can definitely say dear Juliet is not one of them.
Well, I very much dislike Romeo. Ugh.
My dislikes is violence and mean people.
I dislike my heart. I'm so confused. But Rosalind will have my heart forever. It is my lady. It is my love. Oh, if that she knew she were.
I don't like mean people.
What would your ideal companion be like?
Well, I want a woman that can give me a family. A young woman, to be precise. A woman like Juliet. Because younger than she are happy mothers made.
I want a woman with a nice body who can flex her muscles.
I want a nice man that will sit with me on a picnic bench and will care for my children. He needs to be tall and handsome. Having money would be nice too. He will cook for me and clean for me and care for me.
I want a man that talks more than I do. A man that plays hard to get. My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy. I also want a man with twinkly hair, twinkly eyes, twinkly soul, and a twinkly nose.
Rosalind, obviously, who do you think I am? I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. Get these cameras out of my face. You are pushing my buttons. You will not stop asking me questions that remind me of Rosalind. Just...
What type of relationship are you looking for?
Romantic.
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 Friendship.